Hello everyone! In this video I wanted to share my experience about using Neocolor II crayons for coloring. They came in metal box, they are Swiss made and I have a full set of 84 colors. All crayons are situated in two metal trays and it's very convenient, and I really love that both trays are metal and not plastic. Inside we have a short booklet about Neocolor I and Neocolor II, about their color range and available sets from 6, 15, 30 and 40 colors and full set of 84, and also these crayons are available open stock. The main difference between Neocolors I and Neocolors II is that Neocolors II are water soluble. I love that on the first tray we have warm colors and on the second cold colors. It's easier this way to create nice color combinations. Full set has amazing variety of colors, a lot of beautiful greens, interesting gray colors, amazing mauve, magenta, violet and blue colors, but I'm sure that sets of 30 and 40 colors are also very nice and will be quite enough for coloring. I know that there are also some special sets with metal colors, and maybe it also was a set of 120, but I think that it's discontinued now and not available for sale. Well, I'm pretty happy with my huge set, and I'm even more happy with the quality of these crayons. They are so creamy soft, they are so highly pigmented, they are completely resolve my problem of creating backgrounds in Hannah Carson's book, and they helped me to create many interesting effects. Of course, I prepared my color chart. I used soft squirrel brush for applying water because crayons are soft and highly pigmented, as I already mentioned, and you could apply even thin layer of pigment and just touch it with wet brush and you can get beautiful gradient. In the beginning, I was afraid that due to their creamy softness, they will expand very quickly, but surprisingly they are quite economical. They came pre-sharpened, and now I don't want to waste any pigment and to use sharpeners, so I try to apply them not with the tip of crayon, but I try to make strokes with flanks of cone and to rotate crayon slightly when I apply it to the paper. I forgot to say that they are non-permanent and you can reactivate them with water as much as the paper in your coloring book allows. All crayons have paper cover with color name in different languages and safety info. I was surprised to find old and new crayons in the same box. They look a little bit different, and old ones are even thinner for couple of millimeters. The length of both is 10 centimeters. You can tear off part of the paper cover when you used the crayon, but on the new package color name is on the first part which will be deleted, and on the old ones color name is printed closer to the end of the crayon, so I definitely prefer old package. I already made maybe 10 or even more backgrounds using Neocolors, and I didn't have problems with bleeding through. And I did backgrounds from soft, almost invisible colors with a little amount of pigment and a lot of water, like this. But I also did bright, rich, opaque backgrounds where the layer of pigment was much, much thicker. These crayons work very nice with other mediums. For example, for the background in Seasons, I used them together with pearlescent watercolors, and they also create very nice underpaint for all kinds of pencils. Sometimes I don't use water at all, especially with pastel colors. I just slightly soften edges with wet brush if I wasn't able to apply crayons completely smooth. Nail colors work better on smooth paper. They are able to dissolve quickly and completely, even if you apply them with rough strokes. When they are liquid, you can spread and mix pigment very similar to working with watercolors. But nail colors are just a little bit less transparent. They have small addition of chalk, I guess. Usually I am not able to cover paper with one layer if I want to use them dry. I have to apply second layer, and it's better to make strokes in different direction. Even when I use them dry, they don't leave stains on my fingers or on the opposite page. And I also wanted to mention that light colors aren't able to completely cover black lines. They look extremely beautiful on dark paper. Color just pop up, especially when paper dries completely. I have some previous experience with working with oil-based pastels, so when I got these crayons, I guessed that they will be layering quite similar to oil pastels, but they are quite easy to mix and layer. Best choice for me is to apply 2 or 3 layers, again if I want to use them dry. When I apply 2 and 3 layers, pigments just mix together and create new color. But when I want to apply fourth layer, strokes started to remove previous pigment, so it's better to stop. But as 2 and 3 layers usually are enough to cover paper, I am completely happy with this way of layering. It will take some time to get used to how crayons work on different papers and how much water you have to use in order to get deserved intensity of color. Now I will show you how they work on watercolor paper with a rough textured surface. One and even two layers aren't able to cover paper, because paper in Jade Gideon book has quite a big tooth. So when I want to use them on such paper, usually I dissolve first layer with water, and after it dried, I apply second layer if I want to intensify color. And if you made a mistake, it's possible to remove pigment with brush and clear water. In this set I also have silver, gold and bronze color, but they are not very shiny. I think that they just have some mix of mica inside. They are not very bright when they dry, and that metal shining is a little bit visible only when they are dissolved with water and dried completely. I think that I forgot to mention that it's also possible just to take pigment directly from the crayon using your wet brush, and in this way you can get a very soft and transparent color and to color areas which are too small for coloring with crayon directly on the picture. You can see better that mica pearlescent is shining here on the dark paper. I love to do first layer with Neocolors and water, and then to add hues and shades with color pencils. Prismacolors and color softs lay down very well, but even cheap, not very highly pigmented budget pencils started to look very nice on Neocolor underpaint. There is also a white crayon in this set, and I love to use it with just tiny amount of water to keep opacity of the pigment, and it's great way to create smoke or fog or clouds. Now let's talk about difference between Neocolors II and Inktense. First, of course, is that Inktense are permanent and Neocolors are non-permanent. Neocolors are more opaque than regular watercolors, but less opaque, more transparent than Inktense, in my opinion. With Neocolors, it's easier to get pastel pale colors. When you apply Inktense with hard strokes, they are much harder to dissolve completely, and Neocolors you can completely convert it into the liquid pigment. For Inktenses, I prefer to use harder brush with short tip, just like my Kuretake Zig water brush. But for Neocolors, I prefer to use soft squirrel brush, which with hard brush I can see traces of brush on the paper, so I don't particularly like this effect. Final great thing with Neocolors is that they are wonderful for quick travel sketching. If you love to draw with soft pastels or oil-based pastels, you can use Neocolors as a substitute while you travel, and it will be much clearer and easy. I will be painting simple landscape on textured pastel paper, and I hope it will help you to understand better how Neocolors work. In my opinion, they are amazing art medium. This is a product of very high quality, even if a little bit overpriced. They are very quick to apply and to mix. They are less demanding to the quality of the paper. They are versatile, could be used both dry and wet, similar to oil pastel or to watercolor. You can combine them with other art mediums, and color range is just great. It was an amazing gift, and I'm absolutely in love with my set. I am sure that more I will use these crayons, more I will discover other interesting, beautiful traits of this product. Thank you for watching. I hope that it was helpful. And if I forgot to mention something or to answer your other questions, I will be happy to get your comments and to help you. Sorry that sometimes quality of the video wasn't very high and camera was a little bit out of focus. Thanks for watching and have a great time!